Hi all, it's Kate, and I am jumping on really quick. This wasn't supposed to be my first video. I had some really cool things planned, but something awesome happened to me tonight, and I just wanted to talk about it because it really touched me in a very meaningful way. I had given my 12-year-old niece her first tarot deck, and I chose the Tarot of Pagan Cats. And the reason why I did that is because she loves this book series called Warrior Cats. And when she first saw this deck, when I first got it, she absolutely fell in love with it. And she wasn't sure if she wanted it, so I waited and waited and waited. And I finally gave it to her today. This is my deck. I'm waiting for the borderless deck to come in. I bought this off Amazon thinking that this was going to be the borderless, but it's not. I have to wait for the Los Scarborough one to come in. But when I was doing that, my nephew, who's 10 years old, he wanted to know, Auntie, what is tarot? And that was kind of a hard question to answer a 10-year-old. I said, sometimes you go through you have a hard day, or you're confused and you need some guidance sometimes. And sometimes you really kind of need to think through these things in your life. Well, tarot can help you think through these things. And he saw this deck on my desk. It's usually sitting where the pagan tarot deck is, upside down, like this. He says, "Those are cool cards, Auntie. Why don't we talk about them?" So the first card that I flipped over was this death card. And he says, "Death? That's kind of scary, isn't that, Auntie?" And I go, "No, not really." I said, "Tell me what you see." And he says, "I suppose the little girl just lost her mom, and the grandmom, the older lady here, is telling her, don't be afraid, because your mom is looking over you, and it's okay to cry." Now, this is a 10-year-old saying this, and it kind of made me cry because I'm seeing death through the eyes of a child. And so that fascinated me right then and there. So, what this deck is actually becoming quickly one of my favorite decks. It's the Everyday Enchantment Tarot. And after that, he got all, out and about. He wanted to go back and finish his picture of Han Solo that he was drawing for me on my wall. I have chalkboards so they can draw things on, and it's quite cool. But it made me really feel connected to this deck in a way that was just amazing, that he came up with this story at 10 years old just by looking. He goes, he said, "I guess tarot is not a very scary thing after all, Auntie." And I think that's to the point. My niece was looking at her deck, the Pagan Cats deck, and she found her favorite card out of them, and it just made me really smile that we can have some time together and really kind of think about tarot in a non-scary way, so he can process the thoughts and emotions that he have. And I will let him at some point look through some of the tarot cards that I have and I probably would definitely allow him to flip through this Everyday Enchantment Tarot, but other cards, other decks like my Vampire Tarot and my Gothic and some of my others, I think would be just too maybe intense for him. But I just really love that he actually did connect with this card. Thank you very much for watching. I do have a whole series of videos that I do want to do down the road. I just have to get my stuff together. I just moved, and so I'm trying to get my whole vibe set up, and thank you for watching, and have a great one.